That was a quick demonstration of the biggest misconception about digital minimalism. In today's hyper-technical, interconnected digital landscape, the idea of limiting one's technology use is to some absolutely unworkable, and to others tantamount to heresy, of which you should be brought before the king and banished from the land. Understandable. But the reason I wanted to make this video is because I have noticed that apps and devices now have an increasing influence on my mood, access to information, and memory, which is not something I agree to. They have very quickly expanded past the original usage for which I adopted them. Now, I'm just one of many, but I began to search for solutions when I noticed people who I regard as way smarter than I am were expressing the exact same concerns. This suggested to me that the effects are far more powerful than I thought. So I stumbled on this book here, which provided some very good answers. So now I, a random person on the internet, am going to summarize the important parts and address some concerns, starting with: the resistance to digital minimalism usually comes in three forms. 1, they are unaware of the negative influence or don't much care about it. 2, work or personal matters require that they remain plugged in. And 3, they would miss out on some of the benefits of technology if they did try the lifestyle, mainly social connection. But I think all three of these concerns stem from one misconception about digital minimalism, which is the one I illustrated at the beginning of the video, which is something I used to think. Digital minimalism is not the practice of completely ridding yourself of all technology, forcing yourself back into the Stone Age, which I'm not even sure how you would accomplish that today, but that actually sounds like an interesting 30-day challenge. Anyway, digital minimalism is a lot more nuanced than that. Digital minimalism at its core is a philosophy on how to use technology to serve your values. Its goal is to break the digital stupor that we often find ourselves in and to use only the most beneficial parts of technology without being drawn into artificial needs. Now, to me, the reason digital minimalism is presented either without nuance or as a laughable set of ideas is because the current philosophy that pervades our culture and is encouraged just about everywhere, because it is the backbone of the digital attention economy, is the philosophy of digital maximalism, which is use technology because any potential benefit is a good enough reason to adopt a new technology. And if you don't use it, you could potentially miss out on something valuable or interesting, which sounds a lot like FOMO. But the point of this video is not to point out the downsides of digital maximalism. I already made one for that. It's to explain digital minimalism, and so here are the three principles that operate behind the philosophy. 1, clutter is costly. A swamp of apps, devices, and services creates an overall negative cost when compared to the benefit of each item in isolation. Optimization is important. Deciding which tech serves your values leads you to ask how to use that technology. Thrice, intentionality is satisfying. It feels good to know you hold the reins and are not at the mercy of the flood of new tech and services. Now, if you were looking for some quick tips and hacks to solve the problem of digital addiction, you're not going to find it here. That's because the author doesn't believe this problem can be solved with a quick fix. The addictiveness of intermittent positive reinforcement and the drive for social approval are problems that are deeply wired and cannot be remedied easily. It requires a new approach and way of thinking about how we use technology. And so we need a reset. If you are considering trying digital minimalism, here are the prescribed 3 steps. Number 1, it's time for a declutter. If you are going to play the game, play all in. The attraction and convenience of the attention economy have such a powerful draw that gradually breaking your habits or using some kind of quick hack is nearly impossible. Your willpower will be methodically broken down very quickly. A digital declutter is a 30-day break from optional technology, giving you time to explore activities that are satisfying and meaningful. Optional here is defined as its temporary removal would not harm or significantly disrupt the day-to-day operations of your business or personal life. Meaning the technology is critical. Let's not confuse critical with convenient. Once you have identified the optional technology that you are going to take a break from, you now create a set of rules on how and when you use the necessary technology. Apply those rules for 30 days. And it's going to be bumpy, so expect some growing pains now that the attention vacuums are gone. But know that the point of the declutter is not just to give yourself a break, but to transform your digital life. To do this, you must use this time to discover or rediscover what is important to you outside of the shiny screen world. This is critical. Without discovering what is important outside of the screens, when the technology is reintroduced, you will have nothing to buttress against the pull back into the vortex you just escaped from. Also remember, digital minimalism is a philosophy on using technology to serve your values. If you are not clear on your values, technology will usually prioritize convenience and connection for you. Number thrice, reintroduce technology. Now that you have had a 30-day break, most addictive apps and technology will lose the zip that they once had. The question now will be which optional technologies that you gave up for 30 days serve your values, and how and when will you use them? Now I know those 3 steps are a bit broad in their instruction. They kind of have to be because everyone's situation is completely unique. The key to digital minimalism working for you is you have to buy in. You are the disciple and the disciplinarian. Finally, here is a list of practices that the author recommends that are very helpful in any of the 3 stages in the process. 1. Spend time alone. 2. Leave your home without a phone. 3. Take long walks. 4. Don't click like ever. 5. Consolidate texting. 6. Write letters to yourself. 7. Hold conversation/phone office hours. 8. Fix or build something every week. 9. Schedule low-quality leisure time. 10. Join something, as in a social club or sport. 11. Follow leisure plans. 12. Delete social media from your phone. 13. Turn your devices into single-purpose computers. 14. Use social media like a professional. 15. Embrace slow media. And 16. Dumb down your phone. Now, of course, each of these practices could have a video of their own. If you have watched this far and are interested in digital minimalism, at this point, I'd recommend you just allow the guru to explain it to you in depth and pick up the book. A quick aside, as I'm about to embark on my 30-day detox, the fact that mobile phones haven't even been around for 50 years yet, and we have essentially adopted them as necessary lifelines, and without them we somehow feel vulnerable or threatened or bored without it, is very interesting to me. I think it's going to be fascinating and fulfilling to take a peek into the not so distant past while still being surrounded by the modern digital world. I will of course let you know how it goes. Video is in the oven. But this video has come to a close. Thank you for gracing this video with your attention. If you did like this video and you have not yet started practice number 4, do hit the like button. And of course, subscribe and hit that notification bell so I can be the sole notification that comes to your phone. How hypocritical of me. Thanks for watching.